The British Hill Climb Championships is 9 weeks away. It's taking place on a 1.2 kilometer climb, and I'm training to try and achieve a personal best performance of 9 watts per kilogram for 3 minutes. Now, whether or not I can achieve that is left to be seen, and saying it out loud kind of scares me. Welcome back, everybody. My name is Ed. I'm gearing up for the British Hill Climb Championships in October. So the cat is out the bag, and although I was contemplating on not even taking part in this year's Hill Climb series, let alone the actual national championships, and that was mainly down to last year's second place finish taking a massive toll on me, not just physically, but mentally too. When you really devote yourself to something, particularly in this sport, for a long period of time, whether you win or lose, succeed or fail, it can always take its toll and can leave us feeling totally drained afterwards. I remember speaking to a friend of mine who actually went to the Olympic Games, and he was saying that although it's a 4-year cycle, 2 or 3 of those years is actually spent preparing. If you're going between 2 Olympic cycles, the first year after the Olympics is just about recovering from that last couple of years leading up to the previous Olympic Games. Sport teaches us a lot, and after a couple of months and I finally found my groove again, I thought, what the heck, let's just enter this one and for the most part see if we can get a all-time personal best performance from it. So 9 watts per kilogram. That's about 540 watts on a good day. Depending on what I weigh in the week of the British Hill Climb Championships. I've already accepted that the course this year is going to bring the competition a lot closer. There's going to be more people fighting for the top spots. It's the nature of a shorter course. Everyone tends to be closer of finishing times. Relatively speaking, of course. And more than ever, it means I should focus on my performance more and less on the result and the finishing positions, and go into it with a very relaxed mindset of what will be, will be. Now, for the new viewers of this channel, if this is the first video you've seen on this channel, then you'd be forgiven for believing that, who is this guy? Like, saying 9 watts per kilogram for 3 minutes, like it's nothing. But it's not nothing. If you look back through some of the most viewed videos on this channel, they all tend to be performance based, or at least have some kind of direction towards that. Sacalobra, Mont Ventoux, Alpe de Zwift. And what I always have to say and put into context is that this 9 watt per kilogram for 3 minutes is the ultimate goal. Obviously, it'll be amazing if we get close to it, but it's not the be-all end-all. But this will be me with a perfect peak on race day, with people cheering at the side of the road. This is not just like I can show up on any given Wednesday and do this effort. But context is important. This is me putting my goal out there in a hope to inspire the next person to bring their A game and to push each other and to see what we're all capable of. Just because this is my goal doesn't mean that it's your goal. We all have different goals. So for the benefit of you, the viewer, I'm going to do my best over the coming weeks to document this process towards hopefully achieving a lifetime best. Each week I'm going to be bringing you videos of general vlogs, KOMs, some training sessions you may want to try, and of course, hill climb races. So currently I'm working off the basis of a very good 2-minute power test I did recently. Very insightful. I think I did 538 watts for 2 minutes. Now, it doesn't take a genius to work out that I need another minute at that power, give or take, to achieve what I'm trying to set out to achieve. That effort was about 20 watts lower than my best ever 2-minute power. But that effort was firmly my second best ever 2-minute power. My best ever was actually set in 2018, the year before I became British Hill Climb champion. And it was a week before the British Hill Climb Championships in 2018 on P. Royd Lane. Unfortunately, I was sick the night before on a dodgy salad, but needless to say, the training building up to it had been fruitful. So I'm looking forward to really digging deep over the next couple of weeks to see what's possible and to see if I can get to this new standard. It sounds balmy to say, but based off of that 2-minute effort I did a week or so ago, that 515 or 520 watts for 3 minutes could be already on the table. Now, weight is of course another equation to all of this. The day of the 2-minute test, I was weighing about 63.5 kilograms. I currently weigh about 62.5 kilograms. So the key over the next 8-9 weeks will be to gradually chip away and see if I can reduce my weight down to the 60 to 61 kilogram mark, but while also maintaining my anaerobic power, the stamina, and VO2 max at the same time. Now, this is a question I get asked on the regular when it comes to hill climb preparation specifically, and the best answer I can give you to do this is to just show you as best as I can over the coming weeks what my day-to-day rituals look like. And if you're ever interested in seeing more, then head over to my Instagram and I'll share some more on my stories, which is a bit more up to date and real time. But of course, there's a real fine line here, and it's important to be gradual, patient, and just relaxed about the process. So this goal is kind of scary, but it's hopefully going to get me out of bed every morning. I'm also interested to know about your goals over the coming months, if you're doing any hill climbing, but likewise, if you're doing anything cycling related, or if you're setting goals for yourself. Don't be put off by other people's goals, and especially don't be put off by people who are stronger than you are. Comparison is the thief of joy. I certainly find that true for myself in some cases, even when I compare myself to when I was going well at a certain time of the year, for example. Don't forget that you have your own goals and they are very personal to you. But perhaps sharing them will add some accountability. So let us know down below in the comments. If you're new here, please subscribe, like the video, and share with a friend. That's it for this one. I'll see you next time.